Alright, this is Andrew Jelly with Yoda Home Inspections. We're at 392 West, 330 South in American Fork. Today is June 14th, 2021. We're doing a sewer scope. We've got the camera pushed out about 108 feet. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like you have a little piece of cast iron here. Most of the line is plastic, but this is cast. Cast iron gets really rough and rusty. It can catch debris as it gets rough like that. And then this section of pipe is PVC, which is a type of plastic. So right here on the pipe, if you look at the bottom of the line, there's a big bump. That looks right there. Looks like something's pushing through the bottom of the pipe. I don't know if it was compacted down onto a rock or if that's a root, but this is not something normal with PVC lines. If that is something pushing on the pipe like a rock, it can eventually break through. Or even bending the pipe like that can cause it to crack. I'm just recording, so I'm narrating. One thing I'm looking at is for any standing water. This is looking good. You don't want to have any standing water, or else that indicates improper grade. I haven't seen any roots, which is good. Biggest thing so far is that one section that something's pushing in through the bottom of the pipe. Not necessarily concerned now, but if that does crack, which it's more likely to, the only way to permanently repair that would be to dig it up, which can be very costly, especially with where it might be located. This line's 108 feet out, and that section that was having the big bulge was at 99 feet. So there's a chance it's either in the street or under the sidewalk, which definitely adds to the expense when you have to re-pour concrete or asphalt, if that is where it is. If it's in the grass, great. It's still expensive, but it's not as bad. Looks like another piece of cast here. Maybe a little bit of a root coming through the top, but it doesn't look too bad. Once you have roots, you'll always have roots, and it's just something you need to maintain in the future. What's tough about that bulge is that it might have been like that for a very long time. May not have ever caused an issue. It may never cause an issue, but we don't know whether it, with all that extra force pushing through on the pipe, if it's going to eventually crack, and when that could be. That's a clean out, it looks like. So that's an access point outside, usually right outside the house, near the foundation. Then we just transition to a black ABS. This is a different type of plastic. Performs in a similar way to PVC. Still fine to use. They usually use this under the house and through the house. Tiny bit of standing water, but not much. I accessed this line through a clean out in the basement in the mechanical room. You can see it there on the screen. Very good. So overall, it looks like the line is performing like it should be. You have the one section that has a bulge where something's pushing through the bottom of the pipe, maybe a rock that it's sitting on, or a large root. Not necessarily causing an issue now, but if that does break through, that could be a very expensive repair. So I'm going to end this recording now.